Hi.
What were we saying?
Would you like to say fuck you YouTube again?
Fuck you, YouTube.
There you go.
We're good to start?
Depending on whether I put any of the intro in from the start, it may be confusing. Yes. So, that was all of the details of what happened in the last couple of episodes and stack shots. We all know where we are. So, at the end of the last snack shot and last episode, everyone was back at the coterie at the Winona Haven, the salon. I am going to say a couple of days have passed, because that was the original intent, and you have all been doing just very basic, busy work things. You've organized and put a down payment on your office, your new Haven space.
Nice.
Starting to be done up and worked on. The current state of it is the office is mostly set up and completed. The library, the same thing. So the library is there as well. So you can hold meetings there. You can start filling your library, and the kind of downstairs where you'll have the kind of lawyery things and reception and everything is going to be available soon. Also, you will have taken a hit on your $5,000 in the sense of it's probably all gone at this point. Everyone can go. Yeah, everyone can go back down to 1 hunger, as long as you eat from either Gimlets or the Oasis.
Not going to the Oasis if I don't have to, so Gimlets it is.
Yeah. Well, like with the days rolling over, like, you know, obviously it will limit Gimlet's like very slightly his ability to.
Well, I actually
I was
am
already
at
at 1 hunger.
Okay.
Don't know how
But I
that
guess
happened.
over a couple days.
Can I eat the dogs?
No.
Go to
you
1
can't.
hunger. I can't go.
I'm gonna say Tash instead of Chrys, because that's a Tash question. What? Out of
wanna
character.
go.
Are you mad?
Okay. You can drink from the dogs. You can't kill the dogs, though.
Oh, I wasn't planning on killing them. Wow, how
Good.
dark is your mind that you went there?
You did say.
Well, I know Chrys.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Consume.
What's your hunger at, Chrys?
Ooh.
2?
Mhm.
Then yeah, you can go down.
Nibble,
top.
just like
Just
a little
yeah.
bit.
Can I consume the dogs? And Mac, are you?
Can I go with option number 3, the thing that I did?
Oh, you can. Would you have taken the risk?
Filling up a hip flask? Sure. Like, depends how much, because I was hunger 3 at the time, so...
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just yeah, whether you would have taken the risk during that time with the fire and everything. I don't know whether.
Fair point. Can I make a check?
Sure. I don't know what this would be.
Frenzy?
Composure resolve?
Sure, yeah, that works. I mean, if we go by how hungry you are, three hunger, 2
Yeah.
successes, you might just be like, you know,
I'll give in.
you haven't seen any like indication that things are.
Yep. And apologies to chat for being vague, but
Yeah.
there's a reason for being vague.
There's a reason for being
But
vague.
yeah.
So yeah, you can go down and you can harvest a little bit of for the flask
That's
as well.
what I do. Cool.
Okay. So
Mine sounds way less worse than that.
Yeah. In retrospect, you're a saint.
We will come back in after the snack shots have happened. So the Elysium, the conversation with Carrion and specifically with Kafka, and yes, that's what I was trying to. I was like, what did Cassius do? But Cassius didn't have a snack shot this time, so I was like, and you are all at the beginning, the dawn of a new night, as it were.
Have we told everyone all the info?
What I'll say is you came back from the snack shot and you all kind of crashed down pretty much as soon as you got back, and this will be the beginning of a new day or a new night, and everyone is starting to wake up.
Ugh.
Hmm.
New night. A new realm of possibilities. I feel good today.
Good.
You know?
Yeah.
I
Ah,
feel
good.
good too.
and you haven't even had your morning pizza. Or
Oh, I
even
found this leftover burrito. I'm just chewing on that.
How long has it been there?
Probably got it last night. Maybe the night
Probably.
before.
Can
Okay.
you get food poisoning? Like, is that a thing even?
Never gotten food poisoning. Iron stomach.
Yeah.
So good. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever eaten a salad? Because it seems to mostly be junk food that you eat.
Okay,
And
first
I
of
know-
all,
Normally
Salad
I
in the
would be-
burgers and in the burrito.
I don't need someone who lives out in the woods to tell me how to eat. Okay, I am very good at keeping this physique, by the way. So, yeah, I eat my veggies. They're just also layered between, bread and meat.
Apricot
And
and
You say that now, just wait till you hit 30. It's all different.
Well, I mean, it's just Kindred now, so
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, that's a good point. Fair enough.
when you hit 200,
is that the level of like when it
when your metabolism goes, and let's hope, right?
I saw there's this really
Some sort of
thingy.
retribution for being annoying.
There's
Rude.
an interesting thing in the paper that Chrys beat someone up. Beat a few people up. That's what the paper says.
oh, congratulations! You finally got back out there.
does it actually say that in the paper? Because that's the problem if so.
I don't think so, but there's
Well,
something.
you can't just. Oh my god, Matt.
It
Who'd you
looked
lay a
like
beat down on?
Everyone.
Mac was getting his
Okay.
ass kicked by some humans, so
I
guess who
was-
had to
I believe
save the
that.
day? It was Chrys.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What?
I was truly helpless.
That's embarrassing.
Pretty embarrassing.
Chrys saved me.
Mm-hmm.
There was 4
I'm
of them too. 4.
Right. Four humans, and you couldn't deal with them, really?
Well, I was dealing with one.
He was,
Mm.
dealing
He
with
was
one.
like the leader of the group,
It's a very trying time.
So anyway, like, she kicked their asses.
He is not apparently as wimpy as our new sheriff.
Yeah, Elysium's cool. We went.
No,
to meet
it's
the
not.
sheriff.
No, it's not.
Yeah. I think the word you Brits use is like a dweeb. Like, the dude's just
A dweeb.
Like a wet
Easy-
blanket. It's
Yeah.
yeah. So he got in a fight. He hasn't been out since.
I don't even.
What?
I'm sorry, this is the sheriff who got into a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With some
Sheldon told me there
vampires
was
or
like
something, and then-
no, there was
Mhm.
like 2 humans who beat the sheriff up, and then he won't leave Elysium. So I have utmost faith in his abilities as sheriff of this wonderful, wonderful city.
Basically, anyone with common sense left, and he, being the one without the common sense, stayed. Either that or he didn't have a choice, but
That's actually incredible. Although it does make some sense because I've not heard anything of the Camarilla aside from the old guard going, "Hey, we like the Camarilla." So, interesting choice of sheriff. At least that
Sheldon
means that the old
seems-
one's dead.
Yeah, probably.
yeah, he's got a bodyguard. He seems like a bit of muscle.
But the sheriff needs protecting. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he apparently lost a fight to
2 humans. Yeah.
Yeah, he could probably use some. Oh wow.
But I mean, we had a nice chat, and they have some flex on the news and media and stuff. So that's good, I
Is
guess.
it, wait, but that them as well?
Yeah, I was gonna
seems
say,
like-
pretty sure, Talia and
So
Talig, they all have pull on the media, so I'm not really sure if they're
This-
really doing anything.
this city is a fucking mess.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He does, however, have connection to the prince. He can reach him.
Oh,
So, you know.
That's helpful.
if-
Although
if-
we don't really know what the prince actually deals with, right? So
True, but you know, if they're gonna nuke the place or something, then at least we'll get a heads up so we can, you know.
Oh, yeah, we're not allowed to leave the city.
Oh yeah, quarantine.
You know, small facts that nobody told us.
you didn't want to
So-
lead with that?
Well,
I
were you
didn't
planning
start
on
it.
Leaving? I'm
We're
not.
excited. Oh, also,
Oh my God.
okay, so I mean, we had some very informative chats though.
Yeah,
Well,
but
with-
all
with
holidays
Dweeby Boy.
cancelled.
Oh, we also went to
Oh, right,
Carrion.
well,
Yeah.
And the
oh,
ca-
yeah.
Were
we need
they
to
at
talk
the
about that.
Elysium, or was this just
No,
personal?
Oh no, we
interest?
just went.
we went to
Oh,
go
okay.
speak to
Well,
them, and you know,
Is that basically the down low on Elysium? Wimps?
pretty much.
Oh, well, Sheldon.
just the 2 of
it
them?
doesn't- It doesn't. It's just the 2 of them. He doesn't really care for the sheriff, but he cares for his job. And Camarilla, it seems.
right.
So-
Yeah, I don't really care for the sheriff either if he got beat up by humans and now won't leave. So that's wimpy AF.
But Chris, I
Mhm.
believe you did mention something about the dude threatening with some records or something.
Yeah, they have. I mean, Sheldon was like, "Oh, tell me your name, or I'll pull up the records, young lady." Les
I'm sorry, how old is this man?
Les Grant. I'm really good at impressions. Test.
Did he really look like a Muppet when he said
You
that?
saw him. He.
Yeah, he didn't do the on thing when he spoke to me though.
It's my impression. Look, do you want this story or not? Because
Sorry, yes, I do want the story because, sorry, there are records. My name might be
Yes.
written down somewhere. Is that what you're telling me?
Possible.
Maybe.
I mean, it's Elysium.
Oh,
you know?
that's a
Elysium,
hmm.
They had their fingers in a lot of the pies, you know. They knew what was going on. They had kept the tabs on people, so I'll go back.
I mean,
I'll
we
get it.
can look, like if you want to go look. I guess you could ask him, but Sheldon seems to be the one who is sorting shit out.
Yeah, but
Um,
he does as he's told still, so
I'm seeing an opportunity here. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
sure you all do. So,
oh, yeah.
Paperwork seems really boring to me.
no,
Not
but
gonna lie.
paperwork is useful, but like that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in the people there. This
Okay,
like
person
who?
calling themselves the sheriff in a
Yeah.
place that technically isn't even controlled by the Camarilla. There's like rules here that don't apply. He doesn't count as a sheriff.
Well, the prince
Yeah.
told him he was sheriff.
Depends
Is
how
he
we
a
want the
prince?
prince to view us.
No, I don't
Well,
care. He's a
true,
wimp.
but-
Like he needs to get
Yeah.
a grip.
So
Seems rude to say that. Sheldon didn't really let me say that.
Either way, look, the guy's friendly with me, so, and, you know, it's easy to make him do what you want to do, put it that way, so.
Well, nice to know that the two guys who got beaten up by humans are friends with each other.
It's true. It's true. We're both victims, really, when you think about it.
Ugh,
The
please.
world is a
Yeah.
cruel place.
Victims don't last long.
That's true. So,
Kindred.
the guy offered to help in any way he could, so I'll swing back there at some point, because I'm curious about the local family trees. I want to know who's daddy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
I mean, it's...
So we're gonna look at paperwork.
No.
Well, me and Cass could
That's
do
an
that.
excuse to meet these two weirdos.
Mm,
I mean,
'Cause-
also we went to Carrion and then to.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
So I set up a messaging network. There you go. No, I know we wanted to do that. So
You got to contact them. Cool.
I think we should talk about the mouse thing.
you got a messaging network?
I think we should talk about the most.
With
We should
Casper?
talk about the mouse thing. Look, cut a long story short, Mouse is the only one that speaks to the carrion, so vis-a-vis, he's the guy in charge. That's what the Nosferatu thinks. So not only
we
is he
kinda
in
guessed
charge, he's also Anarch, not Camarilla, whereas Roman is
Whoa,
Camarilla.
whoa. Hold on a second. What?
That's
There's
number 2. I'm not got
more.
to number 3 yet. Number 3
There's
is sucking.
more.
Yeah,
There's an
number
Anarch.
3 is sucking the blood out of Goblin sausage, I think. So
What?
he's got-
That's not what you said. Jesus.
I thought it was.
You can't just say that to people.
They had a blood thing going on, exchanging.
A blood thing? A blood
Bonded.
what?
That's the one.
Blood
The two of them
bonded.
were bonded. You know, they're into the bonding stuff.
So, Mouse is blood bonded to Goblin. So that's great.
Wait.
Mouse-
Is he blood bonded to Gorbin, or is Gorbin blood bonded to him?
Yes, two things are very different.
He's the subservient one. He's the
Mouse owes
Mouse-
Gorbin.
yeah.
Owns Gorbin?
No.
O's.
Other
Oh,
way around.
O's.
Go-
Okay.
he does
So
the
he
son
serves.
owns
He
Mouse.
serves Gorbin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and Gorbin is a anarch.
Sort of.
I guess so.
Yes.
So an
we
anarch
know.
has a blood bond, or has a blood bonded person, vampire, who is pretending to be Camarilla.
He's pretending to control a Camarilla. He's pretending to work for a Camarilla, Roman, and he's controlling Roman. Like
Whew.
he's also masquerade
Oh, that is a
as a
that is
Camarilla.
that's a mess. Wow.
It breaks the rules
bad.
too about the river. You know, like this is the Camarilla side, this is your side.
Does the front know? That
How many of the front
I mean, I
knows?
guess Mouse knows.
So that takes us to our options. Number 1, we have a little chat with some of the people on the front, try and snoop around, see if they know what's going on without letting them know that we know. Like, I could speak to Lovelace and be like, hey, what do you think of Roman? He seems really cool. He's really independent and stuff.
They eat at Gimlets, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Scope out Gimlets. Gimlet sends us the word when they come to visit. We pop along, say hello one-on-one.
Yeah.
That's one
Makes-
option anyway.
It makes
know?
sense though, because like with Roman not even thinking about like working with her, it's just like
I mean, there's also the more direct option. But personally, I think if we stick our necks out, we're going to make a name for ourselves a little bit prematurely, you know?
Hold on a second. Wait, I just realized if we're having the meeting and the front is coming and Gorbin's coming, does that mean they're gonna have like twice as many people at the meeting?
Yeah.
Well, it means
Yeah.
that they don't represent their own interests, that's for sure. They don't.
I mean, we
represent
still
the
have to send
Camarilla.
an invite to the front. They were being all mysterious and threatening, like, "Oh, if you don't invite us, that'll mean something." So
Well,
I think
could
we
just say,
should make
well,
it mean
you
something.
gave Gorbin an invite, so that includes you. Wink, wink.
We've already got a seat at the table.
Incidentally, just as a note, you will have been able to chat with the carrion by this point and ask them to send out invitations to everyone they know, which is probably more people than everyone you know at this point.
And that brings me to the next idea. The old guard, they're not going to be very happy with this news. They might take him out for us, you know? If word were to sneak out to the old guard, maybe they'd just go bop him on the head. Be like, oh, a mouse. Squish. Done. Problem solved. Depends how messy you want to get.
It's bigger than that.
It looks
It is.
sketchy if we just boop them out, doesn't it? Without reason.
I think
It's-
maybe... I mean, what do you think, Cass?
This is us making a choice as to when this all shakes out, who do we want to be affiliated with? We go, we'll keep your secret, Anarchs, or we go, hey, Camarilla, we've got the edge. Or we can, I don't know, cut the difference.
Who's hotter?
Not Gorbin.
What do you like? Do you like cargo pants or do you like suits?
Suits, obviously. Ew.
Okay. Camarilla.
Cargo pants?
Camarilla.
It's Camarilla, basically. Look, we're on the right side of the river for the Camarilla. I'm just saying we're already in the right place. At least if you go by the old rules. We got Camarilla neighbors on one side. We got the Elysium, Camarilla. We need to speak to the Toreador next door.
We
but
need to talk
comes
to
in-
Fortuna, don't we?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
Toreador next door to
Oh, there's
us.
a also yeah. Also, there's Nathan and Fortuna next door.
He doesn't like people
Oh.
beating up Kine. Did you know?
And you just did that? Like,
Well, I didn't. Chris did. She saved me.
oh,
I-
right, yes,
wh-
because you're a helpless.
Absolutely helpless.
What do they call it? Dweeb?
Dweeb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I...
Oh, and then also the wedding. news.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should dwell on the mouse thing a little more.
I think we- yeah, my-
Well, okay, what about this, like, this Nathan Fortuna guy? You say he's a Toreador, doesn't like people beating up on Kind, but, like, what's his whole deal?
He has a
Does he
swish
eat
part of the
animals?
neighborhood.
so yeah, he's got like loads of.
I mean, I could go
clubs and
talk to
he's-
him. I mean,
I mean, he sounds like your cup of tea. He's got some nice places, some, some going on. You might get on.
real recognize real, man. I mean,
And, he might keep you company, seeing as company's hard to find these days. You know?
please.
Good.
Company is not difficult to find when you look like me.
Yeah, true. So yeah. So one thing that's worth saying now is, you know how when the meeting went pretty bad with the front, that raises questions about Clay. You know, he did us a solid. I think we should write him a thank
Yeah,
you
yeah.
letter.
Lamia was all, oh, cryptic. Clay's working in your best interest bullshit. I'm
Um,
half buying it.
I'm not buying it still. I still think if he stopped us from getting in with the front, it was probably because of something he wanted.
Well,
Maybe he's
Lamia,
working with the Anarchs?
I think he
He's not
works for
working with the
himself.
Anarchs?
If he's working with the Anarchs, then he'd be working with Gorbin, which means that
He'd probably be on the other side of the river.
And also, if he was working with them, wouldn't he wanted us to have allied with them instead of it?
Unless he
Yeah.
just straight up hates us, which doesn't seem like that.
He was involved with the, the Calig Talia shit, at least as far as I think. So, you know,
everyone.
Kind
he ain't
of.
afraid to cause trouble anyway. But what I was trying to say, is I think he's okay, and we should probably, send him a little congratulations. 'cause
Get it, Mac. You have a hard on for Clay.
I don't have that. Dude's he's already engaged. He's getting hitched.
Really?
Yeah.
Who the hell is engaged to Clay?
What
Is it-
idiot would get engaged to Clay? Did
Is
they
it
did he
Clay?
rope him in
Is he
or
marrying
something? Oh my god!
himself?
Please
I
tell
don't
me he's
know.
marrying
I
himself.
mean,
That is
That
so
would be
funny.
really funny.
all I'm saying is he's a
Oh
pretty
my
cool
God.
guy, and
Oh,
he
it's
pro-
you! It's
Are you marrying him? Oh my
Aw,
gosh! Can
that's
I be
really
your
cute.
bridesmaid?
No.
I'll throw like grenades
who-
or something down
Who's
the aisle.
hottest shit in town right now?
Razor blades instead of confetti.
Oh, what an idea!
I'm just
You know
okay.
what? Such a good idea.
You can-
Seriously, are you getting married? Because you have to tell us. Like that's just the law.
No, but I might try and help.
Tess has to organize the wedding.
It's very.
I would
stressful.
love to organize them. Oh my god. Oh, will make everything look really good
You
for
could
you
help
and
make a
really
dress.
terrible for Clay.
And you already know
okay,
what
first
size
of all,
lamb
I
there
don't-
is.
Would you have the reception at the Oasis?
What, like Lamia's gonna be my date to the wedding?
Well,
Okay.
she could be in some circles, I guess.
No, she couldn't.
So anyway, he's getting married to Lamia because, you know, they're both pretty cool. She's hot, he's hot shit. It's like a celebrity
Shit.
wedding for the...
No,
undead.
hold on a second. Sorry. And I just wanted to be really, really clear because my earring, you know, might have just messed with whatever frequencies that you are speaking at. Who is Clay getting married to again? I just want you to be really, really sure about
Chris,
what you're saying.
You
Chris.
started this. I'm leaving you.
Just
to
like
it, man.
100. I just need you to be certain about the words coming out of your mouth right now.
Sure. Okay. Just
Yeah.
give me one moment. Okay.
Mhm,
I just...
mhm.
It's Lamia.
She said it, not
Chris.
me.
Does Chris shout that and
Yeah.
run away?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Chris, come back here.
No. Bye.
Chris?
Up the stairs.
If I have to come
As-
up there, young lady.
Does,
As you
does
look to her running
Cassius
away,
also
I
want
do
to run
Cloak of
away?
Shadows. Poof, I'm gone.
Can I roll a frenzy check?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna.
Do I have to do a rouse check for that?
For Cloak of Shadows, I don't believe
Yeah.
so, no.
I don't think so.
I can pull it up and check.
Chris, come back here. I need to know if you're lying to me or not.
You could have rolled a check for it. It's too
Nice.
late now. Chris is
Good roll.
gone.
That's pretty good. I rolled a 4.
Obviously, under the surface, you are boiling. But the connection between the rage and your, like, outer visage, you have control.
Good
Chris?
for her.
Where the fuck did Mac go?
Is it safe?
It just comes
Good
out,
for
comes out
her.
of the ether.
If that's true. Oh god,
Yeah,
we're
it's
gonna
true.
have to kill them both or something. Jesus
No,
Christ.
no, Cass. It's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Chris
We
comes
should
out of like a
send-
cupboard or something in the kitchen, like. "Is it okay?"
Flowers?
We should send, just our well wishes.
Good. I'm glad you see it that way.
Wait, who else knows this? Obviously, if it's true, which I'm not sure it is.
And not many. Just us, I think.
And Kafka, obviously, and
Yeah,
probably all the carrion folk.
Guessing Clay knows as well. Probably.
Didn't you meet him?
Yeah.
Did he
Oh.
mention it?
Probably important piece of information. It's an arranged marriage, political. Someone else arranged it. No idea who.
Political.
It's a political marriage, that's all I know. Outside powers had arranged it. So
Tess's eye just twitches.
Yep.
they ain't exactly lovers, but
I might need to do another frenzy check. Fuck.
Oh, there's too much going on here. Wait, political for
Hey,
who?
remember the mouse thing? Let's go back to that instead.
You know, I
Oh
don't.
god, because
Of
fucking
all
Clay, because Lammy was like, "Is
You know-
helping you with the fucking
Tess.
dick."
Of all the things, of all the
Oops.
rodents I've ever met in my life, mice never seem to be the worst ones.
Tess.
it's about
You can at any point take it RP and just go nuts if you like. If I
Okay.
feel that the provocation is enough, I will make you roll frenzy again. But up until
No
that
problem.
point, if you'd like to take control of it and just go frenzy, like, feel free.
Okay.
So, I'm glad we all got to speak about this. It's nice.
Well done.
I know that everyone
Clay
has...
knew about Mouse. That's why I was there.
Yeah.
So he's working against the Anarchs. Or he's trying to keep the status quo.
The indication I get is that he works for himself. But as far as I know, he doesn't get anything out of this, you know? The guy's got like 2 buildings. He ain't interested in, you know, space or the usual shit, you know? He ain't getting money out of this.
Unless he is getting money about it and we don't
Yeah,
know.
but what's he doing with it? Got 2 buildings.
I mean, his suit was pretty nice for...
True.
It wasn't like sweatpants. I don't know. I don't know. Was his suit nice? Like, for a suit?
Tess,
Comparatively?
what did you think about his suit? I don't
Maybe
know
we
about
shouldn't
suits.
ask Tess
We
questions
could
right
go
now.
clothes shopping. I need a new jacket.
Tess.
That is a great idea. We should go shopping.
That might help. I'm willing to take a bullet here. Like, I'd rather
Oh,
take a bullet,
no.
really, but
Don't take a bullet, because then it'll go through the new clothes, and we don't want that.
I'm not sure if she's being sarcastic, Mac.
It's expensive. Let's go
yes.
shopping. Yeah?
Okay.
Give
Enjoy
you some new
that.
shoes.
I guess I'll introduce Cass to Elysium. Then?
That was-
Yeah, actually, that's... Oh my god. Oh, there's a fucking web here, and I can't see it.
It's a lot of information, Cass. I think that's fair.
No, it's... We'll deal with one thing at a time.
So, maybe we should go get some, you know, fresh air. Tess, you wanna go, you know, kill someone?
No. No, just clothes shopping.
For people to...
Dress. Yeah.
Okay. Right, okay, cool. The inside check was just to get a slight emotional reading on how subtle Max should be at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Just go and buy her a white dress.
Well, that's mean.
So
Let's-
does everyone want to come clothes shopping, or is it just me and
No,
Matt?
you enjoy it, Tess.
You enjoy...
Okay.
I have an idea that I will talk to you about later, which I think you might like, but...
Hmm.
I think we should leave.
I think I'm gonna get you a new jacket, Cass, because
Okay, yeah,
I
you
don't
pick
want
something nice out
footprints
for me.
or- Yeah.
Yeah, let's fucking leave.
Okay,
What
we
are
should-
you
Okay,
two
I-
gonna do? What
Okay,
are you two up
see
to?
ya.
See ya.
Have fun.
Okay, bye.
Have fun.
I
Uh-oh.
also just pick up my keys and start walking towards the car.
I imagine Cassius is like, Conan, come!
Yeah, it's like, kind of...
And Conan actually doesn't make any noise, he just gets up and like click-clacks with his claws.
Yep.
Like,
I go to the little... Is that a Pomeranian? There's a tiny little dog, right?
There's a Chihuahua,
Chihuahua.
which is
Chihuahua,
Winnie's,
that's it.
and then a poodle,
Yeah.
because I reduced my hunger on them.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
assuming
I
they're a
remember.
bit they're a bit lethargic currently.
Okay, well, they don't need to be super aware of what's going on right now. I'm going to Feral Whispers and talk to the whichever dog is paying attention more.
Probably be the Chihuahua.
Okay. I kneel down and I write something on a piece of paper, and I like tuck it in securely into the collar of the Chihuahua, and I ask it if it would like to go and deliver a message to Gimlet.
It like kind of blinks slowly, but it's got when you kind of crouch down with it and you know kind of engage your blood and tap into that like more bestial side, the more animalistic side of you, it kind of cocks its head and perks up like just very slightly.
Yeah.
And you get the impression you can give it like the kind of, it's not very far, so it's just, you know.
Yeah, I give it the impression of where to go, and also tell it it's a butcher's. There's sausages there.
There you go.
I'm like, go deliver that message and have a treat.
Do you want to put in the message, please give this dog one sausage?
Yeah. Also, don't eat it.
You won't require an animal ken roll because you said the magic word, which is basically
sausages.
Free food.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like food. So yeah, it like jumps down and skitters out. It does actually wait at the door because it can't. You're gonna have to let it out.
Oh yeah, I open the door for. Oh, I guess Chrys opens the door for it.
And then it and like starts trotting down the street. Yeah, Chrys, what you would have just seen is Cassius like crouching
staring
down
intently at a chihuahua.
and, yeah, kind of just like face to face, eye to eye with the chihuahua for like a good 10 seconds, and it just jumped down and walked out.
You're weird. A little bit.
Also, Conan's ears and head, like his head went sideways and his ears perked up because you were mentioning sausages. So, just FYI.
Sorry, buddy. Later. We'll go there soon enough.
Well, I think there's some dog treats in that cupboard actually. They've been good, being groomed and stuff.
And, yeah, there's some like little biscuit things, but
So I'm gonna give Conan a biscuit.
yeah, it's very much the kind of like the
Stale dog bone biscuit that's been in the cupboard for about 5 months.
Yeah. But you know, dogs are very much the kind of, hey, if it ain't on fire, I'll probably eat it.
My dog tried to eat a rock today, so yes.
Adorable. Stupid bitter.
Oh, are we going now?
Yeah, sorry, I had to deal with that first. Let's go.
Okay.
I don't have a plan yet, so I need your help on the way.
Well, what are you trying to do there, Cass?
I don't know.
Are you you want to break in? You want to tell me you want to have a look at it? Do you want to schedule a meeting? Do you have to pay them? Like, you have to pay the doctor for your doctor's notes? I don't know. What are you trying? Like, what?
Would you like to get a scope on your like options, legally speaking, inverted commas?
Yeah.
Intelligence, politics, please.
I always forget that this ain't as good as I want it to be.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Not terrible though. Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna just let you in and look at the records.
Yeah.
And while they aren't in a particularly strong position power-wise anymore, there is a fairly symbolic statement if you like try and roughhouse them or, you know, like use force. And, you know, again, like in terms of like sneaking in, you haven't seen it, but Chrys has. Like, there's enough people. There's like humans working there, and so it's not just the two guys.
Because
Okay.
breaking in's going to be a massive pain in the butt.
Uh,
Maybe, I mean, if you want to ask him, I did take care of his kind problem, apparently. So,
call in a favor?
I mean, it's a bit of an easy favor, but yeah.
Okay. No, it's. I'm sorry. I don't have a plan here. I just really want to see whether there's anything about me already.
Let's go ask.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head to Elise.
It's probably easier to ask than do anything.
Well, can't hurt to ask unless it does.
Yeah. Unless it does.
Unless it does.
Hmm.
But it'll be fine. You'll be okay. And let's not look at mine. Okay?
You have
Okay.
records?
No?
Okay.
So you head towards Elysium. Let's check in with Tess and Mac and see what their plans are.
Mac is
Yeah.
flustered because his plan was to go to check out Elysium. The people he used to work for and such. But currently, Mac is...
I mean, if you'd like to run away from Tess and catch up with the other two, that's perfectly fine.
Not just yet. I don't know if my life's in danger or not, but...
You did okay on the insight. It might be.
So, Tess, you like to do shopping, eh?
Oh, I
Wanna
love
go?
shopping.
Meet, the Taridar? He's got some nice places over there, or, like...
Oh, no, I don't want to bother him.
Good idea. Good idea. Maybe not now.
At this point, you would have the information on the basics of his territory, like the scope, and
Yep.
there are quite a few like high markets, high class clothes stores, and you know, there's a couple of bars, couple of clubs, etc. So it's like down his roads along his territory is like really nice shops and
I've
things
heard
like
they have that, the shopping place. It's supposed to be good.
Yeah,
Thing. Yeah?
I love shopping there.
Okay.
We'll go there. Hopefully they won't bug us. You
You
know?
sure you don't want to just beat someone up? Like, it's a lot cheaper.
No.
Okay.
You need clothes.
You
and I
feeling
told
okay?
Cass.
You're
I
okay,
told Cass I was gonna get him a jacket. I mean,
You did, but
yeah.
you
I think
okay?
this is a good plan.
Tess,
You-
I'm doing great.
roll me a frenzy check.
If I'm in my car right now, I am gripping the steering wheel and probably like
You
Going
you
up.
wouldn't need to go in your car to go to
oh yeah, I guess not, eh?
but you would be like heading outside, so you'd be nearish your car.
Mm-hmm. So
You-
two.
You should drive there.
We're gonna drive there.
Really? That's a good idea. It's
Yeah.
right. Okay,
Well,
like, you want to make a
What if
statement?
we pick up a lot of stuff? You know, we need the trunk of the car and put everything in there.
True. I can carry a lot of bags, though. I'm good at that.
Oh, and I just like pat him on the shoulder and be like, well, you got beat up by humans.
Yeah, look.
And I'm just gonna get in the car.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. I got
Turn
beat
it
up by
on.
humans.
Start revving.
Can I just put in a small request that we don't, die horribly?
Are you getting in or are you gonna wait there?
I'm gonna get in and regret it.
Great.
This thing got like one of those blow up things that come out in your face.
And
when
I
you-
just floor it.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Did not give him time to put his seatbelt on.
Yeah, you floor it.
It's a 30. It's a 30.
And you you don't go to the shops.
Nope.
I have a couple of options for you, seeing as
Yep.
you failed your frenzy.
Yep.
We have the country roads, so you you blaze out of the city and just burn it down country roads. But
Okay.
the other option is the other car.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna roll for it because that's okay. One is my car, two is the other one. Oh fuck. Okay, yeah, we're going to the garage.
Okay.
Okay,
garage.
go see Mom. She'll help.
If you say this as like the acceleration goes from like silly to ludicrous, and you just blaze it like 5-10 minutes on a usually like 15-minute trip.
It's very inconspicuous. They won't get our license plate at least. No, it's just a blur.
Tess, actually roll me a dexterity drive.
Okay. Dexterity. Oh, sorry, drive dexterity. I gotta do it. Hold on. Oh, finally something I'm good at.
Yeah. You say that and then
That's a 3.
Yeah, so Tess kind of like cuts corners, goes over the pavement, the sidewalk.
There was a yellow line. Never mind.
Yeah, burns through yellow lights. Like goes up like really tight side alleys and just eventually blazes out through the wilds. Obviously goes up over the bridge through Gorbin's territory. Blazes through the wilds. As you go through the wilds, you see like for a moment like a wolf kind of clock you and start following and fall behind and not keep up, and then you're already out, and within a few minutes you're out at the garage.
So that was fun.
I get out of the car.
Would you like to roll with this, or would you like input from me?
I kind of want to roll with it. I have an idea
Okay.
of what could happen, and if like it depends on where you go with it, but I kind of want to feel this out.
Tess,
Sure.
just listen a second, okay?
I'm not listening to Mac.
Yep.
I will.
I'm
Are you going in the front door?
walking. Yeah, I'm walking into the office where my mom would be.
She's not there at the moment.
I write a quick note on there being like, taking car out for test drive. Slap it on the thing. Leave my keys there on the counter with her.
Yeah.
Take the other keys, and is there anyone in the garage?
Not in that one. There are a couple of people working in one of the other ones, but like you've worked here enough. You've been here enough, you know, like yeah. So.
Yeah, I just go over to the Rolls Royce that I painted.
Yep, there it is, looking lovely and painted, and as you left it. It's been done up a little bit. Like the tires have been replaced, nicer tires, nicer rims.
I get in.
Okay.
Tess, we going somewhere?
I turn on the car.
Okay, I'm coming. Hopefully this one's a bit slower.
Is Mac actually in the car?
I will try and get in, assuming the other side's open.
You can
Yeah.
get in.
Yeah, I'm coming with.
Better fucking hurry.
Yeah.
I floor it out of the garage.
Okay, it speeds. It is faster the acceleration is faster, and it has.
Oh God!
Yeah.
What options for roads do I have?
You have kind of away from the city. You can go for a little while before you like exit, and you can go up onto like motorway and around. There's like a motorway going around the city down to the south and around. So you can head back. You can go like around and then back into the city, or just kind of around in a kind of circle around the city. Or you can go back in the south of the city as you go around, etc. Yeah.
Can I go around the north of the city?
There isn't a road that goes around the north side, really. It takes you like all the way out and then off into the country towards the prince's stuff. With the news of the quarantine thing, like it would.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drive just on the country road around the south.
Yeah.
And re-enter this. I'll try to re-enter the city afterwards.
Oh,
I'll be going very fucking fast.
There's a lot of like side roads and back roads that you can kind of you can blaze through.
I'm not stopping.
Give me a dexterity drive again. Okay.
4.
How fast do you want to be going? Are you going? Just
I'm flooring it.
Flooring it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't take too long. Actually, it feels a little bit restrictive, even. Just because you get through so quickly, and you're like dodging in between cars and trucks on the motorway, and then you cross like 4 lanes, going out onto a slip road, and then barreling down like a countryside road, and some of these roads are like a car and a half wide, and you're just like burning around corners blindly. And Mac, you're not having fun.
No, Max basically, he would be white knuckle gripping. I don't know how that works when you're dead. You're probably white anyway.
Yeah.
So, but he is clinging on for dear life.
As we're about to re-enter the city, I want to just look over at Mac, or not even look over at Mac, just tell him, just be like, you're gonna want to get out now.
I'm here to keep an eye on you. Look.
Well, I'm gonna get out soon, so you're probably gonna want to get out now.
Okay. Sure. You doing something stupid?
Not more stupid than usual.
Sure. Shall I meet you back here?
No, I'll find you.
Okay. You sure you're okay, yeah?
I will assume at this point that Mac has gotten out of the car and is like talking over the.
Can I just do a roll to like see if I think she's like suicidal? Not that I think she is, just to like be like.
Sure, yeah.
Just to see how well I can read this. If it's like she needs some. Okay, look.
Given the previous roles and how it's gone, she seems fine.
Yeah, look, I'll see you back here, okay? Thanks for the ride, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not slowing down, by the way. Like, I'm not stopping. Like, he's gonna have to jump out.
A little slower, but please.
Jump into the wind.
Yeah, I'm not really made of wind.
I just push him out.
I'm not opening the door with it going full speed.
Oh, I thought you were like leaning out the window or something.
Oh, hell no. I assume the car was stopped.
What I'll say is that there'll be moments when you have to slow to turn and etc. So Mac, if you do want to take a jump, then that would be the you could probably like reasonably safely just do a Geronimo out car.
Tuck and roll, Mac. Tuck and roll.
It's a convertible and the top's down, so you just need to.
Okay, well, this is great. I'm looking forward to losing half my face. When I look like a Nosferatu after this, I'm coming for you, okay?
Roll me let's call it a dexterity athletics. Okay.
How much does it hurt?
Not too much. You kind of you don't think of because it's not like a complete stop. It's like slowing to go around a corner, and you take that moment to kind of just basically like you were already prepared, and then you just jump out and you land. But obviously you have some momentum, and you weren't thinking like, oh, I should run a little bit to keep to slow down. You literally like land, and then your momentum takes you like head first into the grass, and you end up like just face planting into the side of the road, and you hear Tess's wheels screech just going around the corner.
Okay.
But you're in the south of the city, like on the outskirts.
Oh, we've not reached like motorway yet. Okay.
No, you've jumped off the motorway, basically come back to the south entrance of the city, that road that comes up towards the maze.
It's not near the hospital, is it? That's to the east.
That's more to the east.
Yeah,
That's,
okay. I will sling my jacket over my shoulder and start slowly strolling back.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of a wet slap as you like sling the jacket. It's like a little bit muddy.
Nice. I will call the others, but it'll obviously be probably whenever it will be. But
I would say that would either be after their meeting, or
sure.
You can send a text if you like, if that works.
Yeah, I just give a text just to. I'll send it to Cass.
Okay.
Tess gone off on her own, left me.
Coming back into city, kind of thing.
Yeah, walking back.
Okay.
Spy emoji.
We'll come back to Tess momentarily, see what she's doing. But let's see what happens on the way to the on the way to the Elysium. Chrys, Cassius, you have a little bit of time to talk while you're walking there, because she needs to pee.
So, where did little Pooch go?
Gimlets, send a message.
Okay.
Just so we can keep an eye on the front. If that's where they go to feed, that's where we can corner a couple of them.
Yeah, they're probably going to be a problem soon, right?
Yeah. They're going to start a fight.
I mean, can't we be like sneaky, diplomatic-y, not punch someone because of bread?
Yeah, we
Thing.
can. I mean, if you want to take on the front, they're being sneaky, we can be sneakier. We know something that is central to how they work, so why not use it? How would you use it?
Well, if we just go in and be like, death to mouse, then everyone's gonna just think that we're murdery pants, like
No,
fighty
I agree.
folk. But we could like steal the people that are with him probably and convince them to be with us, or just
If they're
tell
in
everyone that he's a stinky Anik.
I feel like they probably don't know. If they do, then that's going to get a lot more complicated and we're going to need help. But
yeah,
if they want to remain whatever counts for Camarilla in this city, then
I mean, they seem to like Roman when we had a chat with them. So if they don't know that it's not Roman in charge, then they
yeah,
need to.
then
Yeah, we could probably do that. So yeah, grab them at Gimlet's.
that's what I'm hoping for.
Okay. I did let the Wilds know about Gimlet, so they might want to know also.
The Wilds. They
Oh,
want
and
to take on
also-
Gorban. They might take on the front. They're pretty fighty, right?
Yeah, they're not very organized.
Yeah. When are you taking them over? When are they going to be your crew?
It's not likely to happen.
I'm
so-
joking.
Oh, I was not joking. They did invite me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're considering it?
Oh no, I don't really want to live in the woods.
I guess that's opposite.
I
opposite
did
how
meet
know life.
also Morgangrel recently at Gorbin's,
Gorban, what?
who
the-
were like hired to him. So,
Oh,
there might be some more
More going on.
mercenaries in town.
mercenaries. If we need to hire someone, you mean?
Maybe maybe let's not hire them, but other people have. And
Well-
Gorbin has at least 2.
Well, you want to be the only gangrel? I mean, there's mercenaries, so like.
I
you
don't
could
really want
consider
to.
using-
I don't really want to talk to their boss right now.
Well, who's their boss?
You probably don't know him. It's fine.
Okay, is he going to be a problem for us?
Yes.
Then I should know who it is.
It's Farsia. Pavlov. So we're not going to talk to him, okay? Which is fine.
Question
But-
before we go further on this. I don't believe Cassius knows who. Cassius doesn't know who Cassia is. I also
I
don't
think-
think.
I think.
I don't
Tash,
believe.
did you mention who your sire was at one point?
She's mentioned her sire a few times. She hasn't mentioned names to my knowledge.
I have. Okay.
So.
All right. Well, in that case, my reaction will be very different. It will be, huh?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, we're just not going to talk to him.
Vazia.
Yeah.
Vazia Pavlov.
We're not going to talk to him, Cass.
If he's in the city, we need to know where he is. Or you could tell me why you don't want to talk to him, and then I won't.
Because I said so. And Chrys is going to walk a little bit faster.
Look, you're gonna have to open up at some point. We're
He's
not.
so rude.
It's rude.
It's so rude, Cass.
Rude. This guy's rude, and that's why you don't want to talk to him. Okay. Okay. Why do you talk to Tess?
Because she didn't beat me up and turn me into a kindred and then was also rude. She's just generally rude.
Oh.
So we're not going to talk to him, and we're not going to hire mercenaries, and we're going to be bitter that he taught them how to turn into a bat and he didn't teach me how to turn into a bat. Boy.
Okay. I see that. You don't like him?
Turned me into
Well,
a kindred.
No,
Cassius. Beat me up and turned me into a kindred, Cassius.
I get
And
that.
was rude.
And was rude. You're gonna have to tell me what rude means later, but look, I've been having the feeling recently that everything is a little too static. And if you want, I can help. I mean, Mac's probably better at it than me, but we're here to as a group. And unless you want to run away and join the wilds, we're here as a group. So you want your own back? You want something that he has? You want to kill him? You want to eat him?
I'm not sure yet. But I don't want to talk to him.
Talking's off. Okay, maybe eating.
So
Maybe beating. That's fine. That's fine.
I was just trying to tell you that those are the gangrel and their mercenaries
And working with...
and Gorbin was hired them. Okay.
Okay,
And
so
they can be
Gorbin's
bats.
getting some muscle.
Mhm.
So a lot of muscle going on in this town. They're gonna have
Maybe
to clash
they were
eventually.
also. Maybe they were also his. I don't know. I don't know a lot about it. There you go.
I'd say this is about when you roll up on the Elysium.
Chrys, lead the way. I don't know these people.
You're,
And Chris,
yeah, you're.
she's in a bit of a huff now.
Yeah,
a little bit.
You walk in. Secretary, she recognizes you. Asks if you're here for another meeting.
Yeah, I would like to see Sheldon, please.
Of
Madam?
course, please go to the waiting room, and I'm sure Mr. Langdon will be with you momentarily.
Okie dokie. It's this way.
Wait,
They have a fish tank.
we're seeing Langdon? I thought we wanted to see the sheriff.
The sheriff's 12% useful.
Okay.
And he wasn't the one that mentioned records to me because I didn't talk to him very much. So, like, Sheldon is. What's the word that I can't remember what the word is? He seems good.
Useful.
He seems useful. Competent, that was it.
Hmm.
He seems
Okay,
competent.
someone competent. Fair enough.
He knew what he like. All the stuff we got was from him, and he chats to Kafka. I think maybe Kafka. I don't know. He talked about Nosferatu with a pop on my face, and it's like most likely gonna be Kafka. So they don't. They go to Sheldon, not the sheriff. Yeah. So.
We need to make...
So we're gonna meet Sheldon.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And look, they've got like 5 fish
Fish.
in their fish tank.
Yeah, I tried talking to fish once.
How did that go?
Badly.
Feel free to roll me wits awareness.
We're talking about fish.
Yeah.
If you feel you're distracted by conversation, etc.
I'm just trying to deflect from.
Free to take a minus.
Deflect from.
2.
I got a 3.
He got a 5 crit.
So is he just suddenly there?
And like last time. Good evening, Miss Hart and Sir. And he's just like the door's closed. He's just standing there, like suddenly in the room with you.
Like a ninja.
very
Sneaky,
impressive.
sneaky ninja.
I believe you asked for a meeting.
Yeah, I did. Chrys here was kind enough to tell me that you are not the sheriff, but you are here in an official capacity.
Yes.
I was wondering if I could get your help with something.
Of course. What is it that you wish my assistance with?
I'm looking for some information on someone, and I don't know what kind of services you can provide. but I mean, I've heard that you are yourself in need of help, which makes me think that a fair trade can be hashed out.
Of course. Who is it that you wish to know about?
Cassius Banks.
Well, we have records, so I can go and acquire them. What are you offering for this information?
I sorted out the kind problem down the alleyway for you.
I think we both know that there was not much of a kind problem, Miss Hart, but the gesture is appreciated. And Cassius, you couldn't totally have picked up on the fact that he's called Chrys Miss Hart twice.
Oh no, I did.
Okay.
I'm just storing that away for later.
Yeah, I just wanted to, make sure.
Do you have a feeding problem?
I have been testing our food sources, but we have been straining them a bit too much in recent nights.
What's your flavor?
At the moment, it would be anything, really. Personal preference is not a concern when survival is on the line.
Enough to keep you going.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can arrange that.
The addition of 1 or 2 more options would ease our current sources.
I can deliver as many... I don't know how you're organizing this, but I can deliver a couple of people to you. Tested.
This would be mostly appreciated.
Mm-hmm. And then they can be useful to you in whatever way you need. But they will come with a stamp of approval from Memoriae.
Of course.
And that's our group.
I have heard of you.
I'm glad to see. Would that be enough?
Yes.
Would it stretch to possibly also looking up information about Winona Vipona?
Of course. I will go and check the records if there is nothing else, and bring you the files that we have.
Excellent.
I assume you do not want me looking in them?
If possible.
Of course. And he bows and walks out the door.
Cass, where are we going to get them from? Because Gimlets doesn't really have that much, right? And also it's awful.
I know it's awful, but we have a deal with them. And I can find people.
But it's really awesome.
It's not that much different from what we normally do, except that we don't drink.
And how sleepy they are. Gosh.
Sleepy?
Well, they were like gimlets, and it was just.
I'll tell you the plan outside.
Free range. Fine.
These ones will be free range. Don't worry.
Okay, that's fine.
And Sheldon comes back, opens the door. He has a couple of files on the front of one of them, says Winona Vipona. On the other one says Cassius Banks. And he puts them on the table in front of you.
I'm guessing you don't want me to remove them from this building?
You would have to offer more for that. But I can leave the room if you would like some privacy.
Please. I really.
He's very emotional about it, which
I
I think is.
Yes, if you don't mind. Privacy.
Of course. And he bows, leaves.
Thanks.
Simple deals, simple information. And Cass just grabs the folders and just stares at the front of them for like a minute.
What if when he's evil? I don't want him to be evil.
He won't be evil.
But what if he is evil?
He's not evil. Do you want to read his then? Do you want to make sure?
Henry Jones instead.
Well, pick one. Mine or his?
Do you mind? We'll both. Well, okay. Well, you read Winnie's, and then if it's awful, just don't tell me that bit. But if he like saved, orangutans or something, then tell me that bit.
Okay, I will. And same for me, except I definitely haven't saved orangutans.
Then that's less interesting.
Okay. I read Winnie's, and I guess Chrys reads the other one.
I was gonna read it with you, but you just gave it to us.
So Chrys is looking at Cassius's folder. So Cassius, in Winono's folder are details of as you kind of go through it. It starts off with his origins. He turned up in England, a good like 50 plus years ago. He was already in a contract with the Camarilla in America to basically safeguard the Camarilla in exchange for the safety of his tribe and his people, which persists to this day. The basic details of this is counterintelligence work, wet works, kind of if there's anyone who finds out too much information, anyone who can't be dealt with, bribed, or manipulated, then he would either take out or organize their execution, basically. Moving on from there, he's ended up spending a lot of time in London once he came to the UK, and he worked with a couple of cells responsible for mostly misinformation, but also kind of a skirmishing guerrilla war going on with the Second Inquisition in and around London. And eventually he actually settled in here probably about 20 years ago. He settled here in Weirgate to, be close to London, but not in London. He has never sired any kindred to anyone's knowledge. And he is allowed a lot of freedom because of the amount of, the term of service he's had with the Camarilla. And he's actually been encouraged a couple of times to sire a kindred, but he was rejected it.
Why didn't Daddy love me? Yeah. Is there anything about him looking after other people's kids? Or is that just like a side project?
Yes. It's more of a side project. It was something he was allowed to do because previous to him kind of starting up his, Winono's home for troubled kindred, the Kindred maybe. He was basically before that they would either find themselves like kind of just cast out and very untethered, and they don't really have they would generally end up either becoming feral or having to be put down. And then he started up. He basically went to the prince and to the sheriff and said, give me them. I'll either make use of them or, teach them enough, and then they can kind of join regular Kindred society after a while. Also, incidentally, what's the right way to...
It just says "fuck you, Cassius" in there somewhere.
No.
Cassius is a stupid name, and
Everyone keeps on confusing it with Tess when they try to say it too quickly.
Yeah. There have been multiple requests from a couple of anarchs. This is dating back like the last probably about 30 years. And they've been notes have been made of every time it's been rejected, but the anarchs basically have been requesting investigations and inquiries into Winona, his heritage and his background and all that type of thing.
Rude.
Mm-hmm.
What do the anarchs want with him?
I don't know. I'm just reading.
Would you like to know what's in yours, Chrys?
In mine, Chrys, or in Cassius, Chrys?
In Cassius's folder.
Oh yeah, I've been reading whilst he's reading.
Oh yes. So what you have been reading says Niaweho koa kati noa onenli skenenji tisayirathon onen nonwa, and it's just gonna keep going.
I can see him walking off in
Yeah.
peripheral vision. Chrys is just like turning around like, I think it's I think yours is broken.
It's a piece of paper, Chrys.
Well, I think they broke it.
Okay.
Would you like to have a look at it? Or would you be too engrossed in the Winona stuff? Because I feel like Cassius... But Cassius really wanted to know what they had on him.
Do I want to see what's in there, Chrys?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know what it means. It's just like gibberish. Like Welsh.
Welsh.
Cassius.
Welsh isn't a language.
When you looked at, I think you'd recognize the language, but I don't think you speak it.
Depends on whether it's covered under varied cultural readings.
No. Because you went to stay with the tribe for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they all speak English, and I don't believe you probably would have seen the writing and heard them speaking in Mohawk, but I don't think you ever learned it to the extent you'd maybe catch a couple of words here and there, but nothing that would stand out.
Is it literally just that one word or one sentence?
It's like a page of writing in Mohawk.
It's all in Mohawk.
Yeah, it's just one page.
Is it just one page?
Yeah. Which means that someone's gone and taken out everything in your file and just put this one page in and written something in Mohawk in there.
Does it make any sense to you?
Not yet.
What, you gonna Google it?
Google Translate probably won't cover this properly.
It's not great, is it? But I don't know. Did Winnie save orangutans or no? Then
Winnie was a good guy.
we
You want to have a look?
kind of.
There's nothing unexpected here.
go
Seems
flick
like
through.
he was
I mean,
pressured,
the
or
Anarch
maybe volunteered.
part- I'd say the Anarch part's a little unexpected for you.
I mean, yeah, the Anak part is weird, but it doesn't like immediately suggest that he's been doing evil things.
Actually, give me an intelligence politics for the
What?
Anarch. I'll give you a -1 on the dice because it's the Anarch side of things, and you're probably not as knowledgeable. That is enough, however. The names submitted in requests were or are high-ranking Bruja members of the Anarchs.
Bruja Anak. Oh my god.
You notice they don't put pictures in. It's kind of weird. Like I've had Polaroid for a while.
Well, I mean, having a picture of someone that's been dead for however many years can get a bit weird and dangerous. So, but yeah, it seems to me like he was pressured or volunteered to save his tribe, which is kind of sweet if that's all there is to it.
Let's go with that. I mean, and we knew obviously about like London and Celine and Cabler, and so
And the anti-Inquisition stuff, yeah.
it's just kind of weird that they're like investigator. Weird.
Yeah.
Why is yours so small comparatively?
It's not a lot to say. It's don't laugh. It's still waters run deep. Don't want everyone knowing everything about you.
I
mean,
didn't mean anything by it. If that's, it's just a really skinny folder. So, like, why is yours on? Ow! I just hit the fish tank. I'm sorry, fishes. So,
Karma comes at you fast, doesn't it?
it's just. I get the point, Kaz. Okay. Well, it's weird. I kind of want to know what's in mine, but I don't want to ask him, and then.
Well, just ask for Christine Hart. Christopher? Chris.
Shut
Salim. Chris.
Chrysalis.
Don't name a child, Cass. You're terrible at it.
Be better
Throwing that out
there.
Why? I know what my name is. Why? That's not what I said, though.
Chrysalis.
I'm gonna ask him. Maybe when we bring him some folks.
Yeah, sure.
I want to know what they're saying.
Obviously,
I'm so nosy.
Well, we'll talk about it when we're away.
Sorry,
from here.
fishes.
Huh?
I'm apologizing to the fishes. They didn't deserve the.
I'll feral whispers
Traumatizing.
to them. Say you didn't mean it.
Bloop.
But you said that it didn't work on fish.
Oh, it works on fish. They're just boring as fuck.
Oh,
Bloop.
Bloop bloop.
really? They don't think, that looks really tasty. I'm gonna eat that paper
Yeah, that's
looking
boring.
stuff.
Yeah, the thoughts of fish in general is just kind of bloop bloop.
Yeah,
they
it's
eat
bloop
and-
bloop food, bloop bloop sex, bloop bloop run away.
Yeah. Bloop bloop.
Well,
which ain't that
Offer.
different from a lot of people I talk to, but
less bloops.
less bloops.
Oh, like one bloop.
Okay, thanks for coming with me.
You're welcome.
I knock on the door.
Yeah, Langdon opens. Have you finished?
Thank you for the privacy. I hand the folders back.
Of course.
I guess we will
Can I look
make
at mine,
deliveries.
Sheldon? Or maybe when I come back, can I have a look? I just want to know. I'm just so nosy.
If you'd like, I could go and acquire it, and you could peruse it.
I'll when we come back, though, with the.
Yes, of course. I hope that whatever you were looking for has been either answered or has satisfied you.
Yes,
No.
slightly illuminated.
No. Yes.
Hmm,
No.
it's been helpful.
Good. Well, I will see you on your return.
You're not getting yours, Chris?
Can you later when you're not here? You.
I can't. You read mine.
It's in Welsh. I couldn't read it anyway. Speak Welsh.
Okay, fine. Let's leave. Oh, before I go, Sheldon. Oh,
Yes.
Mr. Langdon. Sorry. Is it possible to schedule a meeting with the sheriff?
Of course. Do you have a specific day and time in mind, or?
Yes. I'd like to schedule a meeting, and I give a date and a time after the big meeting.
Okay, yeah. This is acceptable. I will inform the sheriff of his meeting.
Thank you very much.
Who shall I say is wanting said meeting?
Cassius Banks.
Of course. Well, unless you have any more business with us this evening, I will say good night, Mr. Banks, Miss Hart.
Mr. Langdon.
Mr. Langdon. Would you like to escort me home, Miss Hart?
I will punch you in the face. Pushing him out of the door.
Okay. So, switching over. Tess.
Tess is driving to the Oasis.
Okay. Yeah, you can, You know what? Roll me another frenzy check, please.
Three.
Okay, not a crit. So my question for you is how, like, Tess has mostly been keeping it under control, at least outwardly. I imagine, like, in her head, it's just a whole whirl of chaos.
Yeah. Part of the stress was, and not a very large part, but a small part of the stress was released while driving very fast.
Yeah. That probably gives you enough of a thread. What I'll say is, like, in the chaos of Tess's mind, almost like, yeah, like a thread is there that she can grab onto to concentrate, and to like focus her intent and her thoughts and her feelings and everything. But it will have consequences, which is that. So basically, what I'm saying here is you can play out where Tess might be going with this, or if you want to take an alternative route, Tess can grab hold of that thread and I'll take the reins. So
I have an idea, but
I have the feeling it's going to be very bad for Tess.
well, so I had a few ideas.
Me too.
And this was like where Tess's kind of brain was going in between everything. Part of it was very destructive, and the other part was somewhat destructive. Either way, something is going to burn. We're just not sure what.
Yes.
So, in the haze of Tess's fury,
It's a little bit red vision
a little red.
going on.
She's gonna pull up beside the oasis,
Okay.
like right out front. And she's gonna look, and I'm assuming you can't see if Lamia is inside.
No.
So she's gonna park the car there, get out, and walk to the door.
And as usual, when you come to the oasis, the bouncer nods.
I don't
says-
even look at him.
Opens the door. You
And
clacking in.
yep. I will grab the first drink off of the bar that I see. First two drinks off the bar that I see. I don't care who they belong to.
Fair
And-
enough.
And I will start walking up the stairs towards her office.
Okay. You walk up the stairs. Do you want to knock on the office or?
I'm just gonna open it.
Okay. Open it. Walk in. No one in there.
When I look around, does it look like anyone has been here?
Yeah. It there's signs of someone having been in here at some point today, probably. Or it's just not being cleaned up, but you don't think that's super likely. It's always fairly tidy in here.
I'm gonna sit in her chair in her office, put the couple drinks down, and start sipping on one of them as I'm looking at the desk, seeing if there's any papers of interest.
Okay. Probably about 5 minutes pass, and a man walks in and says, Miss Aquila, can I offer you a beverage, or is there anything you need? I'm afraid Miss Lamia isn't here currently.
And when will she be back?
She did not inform us.
Well, then I'll just have to wait.
Of course. Do you require anything while you wait?
I'm set.
Wonderful.
Me and Chrys get the message from Mac.
Mac, yes.
Well, Cass gets it because Chris.
Oh yeah.
Incidentally, the like special drink tonight is called the Last Minute Reprieve. I will tell you that a good 20 minutes will pass.
I'm searching around her office then.
Yeah.
I'm basically looking for anything that proves that she's actually getting married to Clay.
Roll me a intelligence investigation. You don't find anything.
Can I use willpower on that?
You can roll 1 dice. Reroll.
Better than nothing, I guess. Nope, it is not better than nothing. It is still nothing.
It is still nothing. I imagine that you are restless and a bit frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you roll frenzy again. I may take the reins.
I was just gonna, like, if I can't find anything, I was gonna break the table.
Yeah.
So, the table that we sat at the first time that we met her.
Yeah.
So if I can't find anything, I will finish my drink and smash it down on the table.
Well, roll me a frenzy.
Oh, I have to roll a frenzy.
Yeah. Because I may take the reins on this, depending on how
Okay.
you roll.
A 3.
You have the option. Again, there's a thread to concentrate your thoughts and your feelings and your purpose here. If you would like to take it.
I'll take the thread. I'll take the thread. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Like I'll see at least, and I break the table at the very least, though.
Oh yeah, like you basically just put your foot straight through the table. And
like I'll crush the glass, probably, like in my hand.
Yeah.
And smash the remnants on the table and put my heel through it.
Yeah. And as you are kind of like doing this, your vision becomes like this kind of red mist, and there's like a pounding in your ears, and you are in a street. It's dark. It's kind of familiar. You can hear the sound of lightning and thunder in the distance, and in front of you is a fork in the road. You're in the city, but it doesn't look exactly like the city. And there's a fork down the left and a fork down the right. You've been here before, you remember this.
I do remember. Does it smell the same?
No. Down the right side, it smells of rage and hate and anger. And that's... You can see off down that right road, there's like this kind of red cloud up in the sky with like lightning flashing down. Lightning's also like kind of... It's like, you know, that kind of glowy lightning, but it's got like a red tint to it.
Okay. And on the left?
It's the same. It has a very cold feeling to it, like maybe of snow and frost and ice.
Nope. Going down the angry route.
Okay. Yeah, that feeling of like that feeling that you had before. Obviously, there's the smell of death down the left side, but
yeah.
the feeling on this right side is of. It's not of hunting this time. It's not of fear and the hunt and that type of thing. It's more just like turbulent rage. Not really not really focused. Much more chaotic. Much more out of control.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk down that road, it slowly shifts, and the buildings start becoming trees, and the road starts becoming littered with leaves. Now, what I need here is a This will be a resolve +1.
Okay.
So-
resolve.
Yeah.
Resolve here. Hold on. No, this is just one. Resolve.
With 1 additional dice.
Okay. 2.
Would you like to reroll?
Yup.
You can roll 3. Nice. That is
okay, that's 5.
5 successes. Okay.
Yeah.
The forest stretching out in front of you, you realize that the lightning has set it on fire. And the blaze is like starting to go out of control. But you feel something on your right, just as you're walking. And as you look over to your right, you see like this kind of thin sheen of almost like plastic or something, like kind of a dark black plastic. And there's like a handprint like pushing against it.
Whoa. I'd probably get really confused and just stop and look at it. Is it like actively trying to push against
it's actively like push it, like it's kind of pushing back and forward, like it's pushing against it.
I look back at the forest on fire.
It's appealing in its own way. It's a release of many, many things.
And is it just a hand? Can I not? I can't see anything beyond it.
No. Like the from what you can see is basically like where the hand is pushing out looks like kind of
Just-
black plastic, and then it kind of shifts slowly and dissolves into. I believe we've lost everyone again.
Yeah, I think we have to.
Yeah, there we go. Give me a sec. I'll take it to the. And then. There we go. Ignore the part that says Chrys. It actually says Tess. Oh, actually, I can do that very quickly. So,
Yeah, no rush.
There we go. So, it shifts and like dissolves until it's just air again. And then it goes back into woods and everything like that.
I'm gonna keep walking a little
Okay.
and see if the hand still follows.
It doesn't.
It doesn't?
As you keep walking, you start to feel this, like, you feel the heat from the fire and from the storm. It's got that kind of oppressive, like, you know, before the rain falls type feeling, you know. It's like it's very like muggy, very like kind of pushing against your senses and your skin. And yeah, it's appealing. Like if you keep going, like you're tempted to keep going.
Yeah.
I can tell you with your rolls, you don't have to. Like you're not compelled to jump into this.
Tess is torn between not
So-
knowing something and just sheer release of energy, and like
I mean, there's
at
always,
this point it's like paralyzing.
yeah.
So, and I think I think she'll turn back and just fucking like tear at the whatever sheen and try to just like rip it apart.
Okay. The kind of this like these like I guess you'd call them like claw marks, maybe, just go, and the hand comes through, and the person with the hand comes through as like this kind of hole is torn in the plastic or whatever it is, and you find yourself in the embrace and arms of Winona.
Oh.
And he's like, it's okay.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. And he just keeps saying it's okay.
I'm like kind of like beating on his chest, being like, it's not okay. It's fucking not okay.
I know. But you have to stay calm. Remember, we've been through
Why?
this before.
And I'm just gonna yell and just be like, why?
And he like takes the hits and like kind of just lets you get it out.
You left us.
I didn't have much of a choice. If I could have chosen, I would have stayed with you.
Just let me burn it down, please. Just let me. It's right there. I can burn it down and not have to worry about it anymore, and it will be over. And it won't hurt anymore.
I know.
And we can just go on.
And I know how you feel. I also, over the years, was tempted to take the same... take a similar route. But you have to try and stay in control. And
For what?
resist.
For what? So that people can still have control over us? So that a whole bunch of random kindred can take over a city that is where people just burned up so that we can live in fear of... We don't even know if we can eat.
You can. The danger is
Yeah.
past for now, and you will be safe.
How do you know? You're dead. Talking to a dead person. Oh.
It's not the first time. I'm sorry I didn't try and come sooner, but you were doing okay without me for a while, and I thought it would be best if you found your own way. Unfortunately, you gave your heart a little too quickly and impulsively. Not that I am judging you for it, it is perfectly natural.
Then what do I do? What do I do? Do I leave and pretend nothing happened?
You can.
Do I confront her?
I survived a long time by keeping things hidden and keeping things buried. If you want to confront her and to bring things to a head, if you don't feel like you can hold it in, then you can take this path and see where that leads you. I can tell you that you'll only find pain and misery down this path. Not necessarily for you even, but for those around you. But I took you in for a reason, because I saw that you had the ability to care and to feel more than, well, a lot of the rest of us. I think that you could be good for the people around you, and do good for the people around you.
When will the people around me be good for me?
Are you saying?
When will they stop leaving me? When will they stop betraying me or pretending they care and then upping and leaving?
You have had some unfortunate encounters with certain people, but you do also have Chrys and Cassius and even Mac to a certain degree.
Batshit crazy.
I think the point for you now is not to realize your path. I don't think you should be looking for your purpose specifically. I think you should figure yourself out. Spend some time with your friends, with your family. It's been looking like maybe that will be sorted out soon. A little stability in your life would be good.
Yeah. I don't know, Winnie. I've been really lost.
I know. But that's life. And I wouldn't have come here if I didn't think you didn't need a little bit of help.
I guess I'll just take it another day by day. Yes.
That's the only way really to do it. Even when we were human, we could fool ourselves into thinking we had some big plan or some end goal, but ultimately everything is day by day. Or night by night, once.
I had plans. I was doing really well for myself. I was an artist. I was making money.
You can still do those things.
Until someone else comes around and takes it away. I just don't want to feel used anymore. And I don't want to feel like second place. I want to feel like I've won something. I don't want to feel like I'm all just somebody's second option. How do I do that? How do I stop feeling like I'm useless?
And he kind of like pulls you back for a second and like stares in your face. You shouldn't put so much pressure on yourself. You are young and you have a lot of time and a lot of life or unlife to figure things out. You, Tassala, do not need to be perfect, and neither myself nor I imagine your parents expect you to be. You can make mistakes, you can give your heart to the wrong people, you can destroy, you can burn, you can crush things down, and we will still be here, and we will still love you. If you still feel the need to head off into the forest, I will not stop you, and I will not tell you not to go. And if you are open to me, even after that, I will come back to you. But
You'd come back to me even if I burnt it down.
I would, if I was able. But if you would like my advice, you let the feelings out, you deal with them, and then you keep moving forwards. This way is not forwards. Back where you came from. That's forwards. Let the balance stand for now. Okay?
I just hug him.
Yeah, and he plants a kiss on your forehead, and then like gives you a big kind of bear hug. Now, you should head back and deal with the carnage that has happened in your absence. I would like you to give a message to my son, to Cassius.
Yeah, anything.
Tell him he is my true son.
Okay. He misses you a lot.
I miss all of you. If you can, find Saturday. He needs help.
Okay.
I'm very proud of you.
I hope to keep it that way.
And he starts to fade out.
I'll just watch him kind of fade out.
He's got like a little crooked smile on his face. Warm smile, obviously.
Take one last look towards the forest.
The fire's abated slightly. I'm going by the conversation. Like, you imagine Tess is a bit calmer, a bit less chaotic.
Yeah. She's gonna start walking back towards the other side, like where she came from.
Yeah. There's a on the way back, you get to the fork in the road and keep going. And behind you, usually when you come in, there's just blackness behind you, like, you know, a little bit of road, and then it just fades into blackness. This time there's a door.
Just take a deep breath and open the door.
You walk into Winona's room. The room is exactly as you remember it. There's even a little bastard chihuahua on the desk, wagging its tail. Except for the bed has been like flipped over, and underneath the bed is like this little hatch, little kind of trapdoor that's been opened, and there's a safe there with like vampire fangs.
Huh. I guess, kind of go towards it and maybe try to pick it up, or
Safe.
open the hatch,
The safe.
or yeah, try to pick up the safe, I guess.
When you if you try and pick it up, you'll prick yourself on the fangs. Just FYI.
Oh, okay.
Are you alright with that?
Would I know that if I'm going to pick it up?
You know that you also know that you're still in the, let's call it, dream
still
for the
dreaming.
sake of argument. So
Yeah. I'd probably be in too much of a haze to care. I'll just pick it up.
Okay. As you kind of wrap your hand around it, one of the fangs like sink into you, and you hear like a clinking and a clanking and a clunking, and the safe. And inside the safe is a big kind of leather-bound book. It's got one of those classic like latch things and like locks on it. And on the in big kind of bold golden, slightly tarnished, like maybe brass or something. In letters, it spells TEMPORYS.
Temporis?
Yeah. And then you come to. In a flash. You are outside the city.
Oh.
And there are the remains of a car all around you. They have been clawed, they have been bitten, they have been thrown and bent and punched, and in general, completely fucked up. And we will fade out from that scene as the camera like shifts away with Tess kind of like a little bit blurry and a little bit like in the center of the wreckage of this, and we'll get everyone else in.
Mascara and blood just like down the face.
Yeah.
Bravo, Vandy.
Ugh,
Fucking amazing.
Holy guacamole.
that was emotional.
Hydra, you can
Fuck.
turn your camera on if you like, bud. There you go.
Aha! It is I.
So people are in the different spots. I'll just move you around, but feel free to react to everything that you just.
What? Awesome.
Nobody
Pleasant
checked Winnie's room?
things.
Really?
Wasn't allowed in it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Why would
Oh.
I? I don't
You're
want to see his
literally
dirty
his
laundry.
son! Oh my god.
He
I
lived
was
in
just
the
sleeping
woods.
there. That was just the place he slept. That's just where he was.
Cass
It's not
lived in the woods and has like one set of clothing, and you
Yeah.
wanted him to look under her
Two,
bed.
because she finally got him a suit, but you know.
Well,
True
he
that.
had one.
There you go. Hot
I'm
damn diggity.
gonna have to watch that because my internet died and I missed a lot.
Yeah, I missed
Yeah,
a minute, and
I was on.
I'm
just
assuming
listening
you
to
caught the
audio.
important part.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
you at
Mhm.
least.
For me,
Yeah.
yeah.
Winnie's room part and what he
yeah,
said.
yeah. I joined just before that.
Oh.
Oh, so just FYI, I'm sure Tess will tell Cassius, but Winnie asked Tess to tell Cassius that Winnie says that Cassius is his true son.
And he's so proud of us all.
Feels good, man.
I imagine there's a few.
Should have taken that thread earlier.
I imagine there's a few people in chat who are like going nuts. I'm not looking at the moment, but yeah.
Yeah, it was magical.
Fuck, I'm gonna need to find a new car.
You have your car still.
I know, for my mom. Fucking hell.
Where was the car when it was wrecked?
It was out in the south side of the city. I'll say for the sake of just the amusement of it, as Max like walking back, Tess like blazes past him in the car, just like no.
I don't know if you got my message. I called an Uber.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
I pinged an Uber. There's somewhere I'd head to.
Yeah. But I imagine a lot of things are starting to make sense for Josh, and the whole Cassius stuff that have gone on. So
Somewhat.
Some theories, at least.
I know I can see now that chat has some theories.
Chat has opinions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I was this close to just driving the car into the oasis and just jumping out.
I did wonder, but your rolls were too good to really.
I know,
go that.
I know.
I was
God damn it, good dice.
If the rolls were worse, I would have hands down, that would have been the option.
Yeah. And
if they were so bad that like the worst that they could possibly be, Tess would have stayed in the car as it exploded. She was this close, dude.
Yeah. It was rough, and I didn't want to take control because you were rolling decently, you're keeping a handle on it, so it was always you have the choice of grabbing that thread and focusing everything.
Yeah, I think
I was
oh,
so curious as if you were just gonna say fuck it, don't care what that is, and just walk into the burning forest.
You know what? There was, again, if the roll were worse.
Yeah.
If the roll were worse.
What did you do to the forest, Vandy? Why is it on
No,
fire?
Okay, no. So
Ghost
there's
forest.
a couple. I just want to go ahead.
Let's say I don't think anyone has anything else they want to do for this session.
Yeah, I don't want to
I kind of did, but if it's it's not essential.
We've got 15 left to the end, and I'm worried that we might cut out again. I think this is a pretty good place to end this episode.
Should be good for an hour, given how it's been working. It seems to disconnect every hour. But it's up to you. I just wanted a quick chat with Kale, but I can do that next week.
Okay, yeah. That's and I think that will be the next round of let's go, and there's gonna be next week will probably be let's gather up and talk about things.
But next week we start after me and Josh's snack shop.
Oh, that's very true.
So
you would, and coming in that, yeah. You can actually. It makes sense that you could pop into Kale on the way back.
That was my thinking. It's just I'm not a mile from there, so but
apologies.
That's cool.
You get met by Cerberus. Wait, no, not Cervante. Sorry.
Yeah, I probably would have called him first to be like, "Can you pick me up? Do you have a car? I'll call an Uber if I need."
Yeah, you'd have to get an Uber.
All right, I'll meet you.
Or a taxi or something. Yeah. And he meets you at the edge of the territory and takes you to and takes you to the he wouldn't like this music, so we're gonna have to
No,
switch.
I was thinking God, that would make him depressed.
Yeah, no, he'd be like, can you please switch to something a bit more
Yeah, sorry, it's been one of those days. Stuck with someone else's song in my head. That's better.
Mr. Catan will see you now.
Need to remember that name. Yeah, have a nice day, okay?
You too. Try and keep it down. The boss is trying to concentrate.
Oh, busy, eh?
Yeah.
No problem. Tweak it. Yeah, that's right. Step inside, up the stairs. I'm assuming he'll be where I last found him.
He is where you last found him. He is poring over multiple sheets and pie charts and graphs, and they all have like weird symbols and weird like scribbles.
Okay, well, you're looking busy.
Yes, busy. Always busy. Always busy. How about you?
Yeah, it's been an interesting day.
It's been a very interesting day. I have found out so much, and it would interest you to no end at all.
Well, I could do with some interest right now.
Sure, of course.
I came to give you an update, if you don't mind.
Oh, wonderful. I love updates.
Good. So we're doing pretty good for centimeters right about now. We're up to,
Wonderful.
I'd say about 75.
75 centimeters. Well, if we proceed any further, then we'll have a whole circle.
Well, true. I'm worried we're going to have enough room to fit, but as many as possible.
I mean, if we can just carve out more room. That's perfectly fine.
True.
There's always a way. Where there is a will, there is a way, young man.
Yeah. I haven't met a Will in a long time. So I've been thinking.
Yes.
The answer to
thinking. What?
one of your questions, at least.
Yes.
How to get people with a big ego to get in the same room?
Yes. I've been trying to figure. How did you know I was trying to figure out that question?
Well, I was thinking about it too.
Why?
I figured. Well, because you paid me to solve it for you.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh! Wait. And
So that's the answer.
And like his eyes go kind of far off, gazing into nothingness for a second. And then he like shakes his head. Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. And
Yes.
That's the answer. You paid someone $5,000 to do it for you.
Oh, Mr. Marlowe.
That's the one.
Oh, it's nice to see you. What are you here for?
Well, to give you a little bit of an update, but
On what?
The centimeters.
Yes. Oh, the meeting. Yes.
Yeah, we're up to like, I don't know, 75 now, maybe 80.
75
Maybe
people? Wow, that is a lot.
Well,
We probably don't have the
centimeters.
space for that.
No, but we could make some
Okay.
if we need. I had a question too, if you don't mind.
I love questions.
Good.
The whole point to a
good.
question is answering a question.
It's very similar to your question, and
What was my question?
well, your question was how to get people with massive egos in the same room together.
Oh, I answered that question.
Yeah, I know.
Machine guns.
Really?
Oh,
wow. I'll remember that next time. Do you have a spare one, by the way?
machine guns?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay, but I've got a question though. What I was thinking, it's similar to your question, but it's
What
a
question?
bit different. The question.
How to get people in a room?
That's the one.
Machine guns.
Yes.
Oh, that's your answer. Well, thanks for coming along. It's lovely to speak to you.
I have one other question.
Oh, okay, of course.
How to get people that are really emotional to do what you want them to do?
Yes.
Like, I can see I can see it in my mind. Like, I can see the solution right there.
Yes.
And I'm speaking to them and I'm like, hey, do this. And they're like, what? No one listens.
Right.
How do you get people to do that? You know?
Well, you just
like-
step into their mind, and then you have a little bit of a shuffle, and you're like, do that. And they're like, oh, I would like to do that. And you're like, well, thank you very much.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Well, how does that work?
Well, like I just said, you step into their mind.
What, can you do it on me?
You want me to... I mean, I barely know you.
Well, you
I've
can
never
set
been
my
inside
mind.
your mind before. It could be...
It's pretty clean, at least on the outside.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is I'm going into... If I go in, then it'll be all dirty and... no.
Well, I can clean it up a little bit if you like. I've got this book by Jordan Peterson.
Sure.
Okay. Well, look, I got shit I need to do, so...
Everyone has shit they need to do,
Exactly.
mister. Don't act like
True.
you're special just because you think you're special.
True. So, what would I need to do for you in order to get some help with this?
Wait, you're asking for help?
Yeah,
With what?
I guess so. With my question, stepping in the mines, I guess. making people do stuff, cleaning their rooms. I don't know. That thing.
I mean, it's not really my area of expertise. I generally ask people to do things, and they're very happy to do them for me because I have lots of money.
Yeah, I don't have money. That's my problem.
Well, that's where you're going wrong. You should have more money.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have any money.
Right. Well,
Unless you gave me loads, so then I could do it.
Well, that's my money.
Exactly. That's my problem. I don't have any money.
Is this a stick-up?
No, not yet. I haven't got the machine gun yet. Still working on that.
Right. Well, definitely not giving you a machine gun now.
Good. I don't know how to use one anyway. More of like a pistol guy. So, do you know a guy that could help? Got like a connection? I don't know many Malks yet. I don't know many Malkavians yet.
How did you know I was a Malkavian?
Little birdie told me.
Has he been talking to you too?
A little bit, yeah.
I told him to kill him, but he keeps coming back.
I'll get him for you. If you give me a machine gun, I could probably take care of him.
Oh, no, so I'm not getting stuck up by my own machine gun.
Nah, it was worth a try, though. Maybe next time.
So, someone.
The Savante guy, does he know?
No.
No. Okay.
No, he's more of my go there, do this person. He's not really much with the jumping into mines.
I don't want to be a doer, really.
And stomping all over it. Never washes his feet anyway.
Whoa. He must be dirty. Okay. Anyone else? There's got to be more than 2 Malkavians in the city.
I mean, if you're,
dead, so he ain't.
I mean, yes, there are a few about. I think there's one in one of your neighbors. I can't remember the chap's name. We had words once.
Right.
The chappies, the place, you know, on the water. Near the water.
Oh, that's great. Near the front. Yeah, that's useful.
Yes, that's probably them.
Right. So that guy might know a thing or two.
Sure. Why not?
Okay. Then he might know how to get in someone's head.
Yes. Well, it's easy to get in someone's head. It's you know, it's what you do with what you find in there.
Yes. So he might be able to help me do stuff with the things in people's heads, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Got any leverage on him?
I don't know who it is, so it depends who it was.
Right. I mean, I could probably get the answer out of him, I don't know, with a machine gun.
I almost fell for that time.
No, nearly. I'll get you next time, though. I like 5's the charm.
5? Sure. Well, thank you for your work. And he pulls out like a stack of money and throws it on the table. And
thank you for your time.
Yes, next time I need your expertise, I will
the man downstairs has got my
you.
number, you know.
Yes,
right
and of course I've set up a service with Carrion, so they will, you know, and whatnot.
Good. Sounds good to me. Okay, well, thank you for your time. One last thing about the meeting.
Sure.
What about security? Do we need that?
No. The proprietor will handle all that.
They'll do that?
Yes.
How about drinks? Are they on the house?
I'd love one, sure.
Okay, what'd you like?
Just anybody.
Okay.
Do you have them downstairs or?
I've got a butcher's that has some. Do you know gimlets, by the way?
Oh yeah, but that's ages away. I'm working. I'm busy. I can't go to Gimlet's to drink now.
How about
and
a
Lamia's
delivery
is closer
service?
as well. What are you talking about?
Well, would you like me to deliver you one?
For now?
Bring
Sure.
it here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, sure. How much for a body?
Didn't I just give you 5,000?
Yeah,
Can we include it with that?
Sure. Call it a friendly favor.
Well, but then it doesn't cost me anything.
Yeah, it's not a very friendly favor, but it...
Uh,
Sure.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Yes, me too.
Once again, it's been very nice talking to you.
A pleasure as always.
And have yourself a nice day. Remember, you got my number if you need anything. Just call.
10,000 now. Yes.
Yeah. I might have a machine gun next time.
You need more than that for a machine gun.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, maybe a small one, but we'll see. Have a nice day.
And yeah,
Night,
you
even.
you can see his eyes kind of like gloss over a little bit, and then he shakes his head and goes back down to his work.
Could I have got an eye shot of what he was drawing or doing at all during that conversation?
Yeah. So the main one, he had a graph, and it was like you couldn't make out what the like the chart part of it was, but you could see what like each like bar on the graph was, and it was like birds, shoes, pineapples, houses.
Okay. I'll write down the things I remember just before I leave.
Sure.
And this won't take a split second, but on the way back, Mac will just buy a couple of things on the way back home.
Okay.
If he can, anywhere, he's going to buy flowers, pizza,
Okay.
and maybe if there's anywhere that's open, like a 6-foot-tall teddy bear
6 foot tall teddy
that
bear.
he cannot carry,
Okay.
barely.
Okay. Yeah, you can grab those things.
I
And you
will.
have the money for it currently. You just got $5,000 again.
Yep.
And I think let's fade out on Mac wandering back towards the coterie, the haven, with a giant teddy bear. So, that's the end of this episode. Wow, that was a total shift, wasn't it?
So it was just the best time to fit it in. Like,
Oh,
if
yeah,
it's
yeah,
going to be
absolutely.
difficult another time. So thank you.
I just needed a moment for my brain to go from like Tess scene with Winnie to Mac scene with Kale. I think I did it.
Yeah, sorry about that, but it was thank you. Vandy MVP.
So good.
So, I'm going to leave Vandy for last, but let's go over the cast and see what everyone thought and you know how you feel. And so let's start with Mac / Hydra, and also do the who you are and etc. With the connection problems, I forgot to have you guys do that at the beginning.
Oh, it's cool. Asic Hydra, hey, YouTube channel, Roll Corruption, YouTube channel. I do stuff, videos and things, and I like playing in tabletop roleplay games. I like all of them, but I like this one too. This one's nice, especially when you got Vandy, who's amazeballs, killing it. Like everyone's just gonna give a loads of. I think there's been lots of love put in chat already, but yeah, like it's that was just great to watch, and it's the nice thing about being in the show is the moments when you're not in the show, and you just get to watch all the crazy shit unfold, and just people role playing their socks off.
Yeah.
So. That was awesome. A little bit neutered as help today, as Mac kind of had intentions on keeping an eye on Tess to stop her doing anything too dangerous and to try and do what he was asked to do and keep her safe. And like, pretty useless at that, but he at least was raised right and doesn't really know why you should get girls flowers. When you've done something wrong, you should just do it.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, there'll be lilies. White lilies.
Oh.
Well, we're dead, so it makes sense. To Mac, at least.
Plus they're pretty. So
Okay, no, sorry. I white flowers is fine. It's white animals that I can't deal with. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay. Yeah. So that's me basically. So awesome, great, and 5G, 10G, in fact now.
10G now.
Yeah.
And Chrys and Tash.
Hi, I'm Tashna. I do loads of variety gaming. I know it sounds weird, but today we're playing VTM and it's super serious. Tomorrow I'll be playing Warhammer 40k and it's super not serious.
Yeah.
And then I do like sewing, I do resin casting, I do Resident Evil 3 remake, like Final Fantasy 7 remake is going to be played soon. So I'm a little bit all over the place, but I have a lot of fun. And sometimes I'm easily confused, which happens a lot. Obviously Chrys is stressed recently, and we are not talking to Basia. We are not.
I mean, mercenaries are always useful, especially
Shut
in
up.
these times.
Shut up. So that's gonna be nice. We have the snack shop coming out on Wednesday on Twitch. Don't forget. Oh, it's gonna be on YouTube, isn't it, as well?
YouTube.
Yes, it'll be
YouTube,
just,
not on Twitch
just
this week,
YouTube,
so
yeah.
don't forget to watch it because things happen
we have
and
two
there's no dogs.
Great snack shots.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. It's so good being in this game.
And Cassie Josh.
Hey, I'm Cassie Josh. And there were things that happened today that are interesting for the future of Cassius's sanity.
There were a lot of Cassius landmines actually in this episode.
Other people stepped on them though.
Yeah. Oh, you did too.
Yeah.
You were the one who wanted to go look at the files.
I did, yes. That is, it's an unexploded landmine at the moment, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Mostly. Yeah, I do vampires and role playing on Strange Adventures on YouTube. I do gaming on Gaming FTL, which is always silly and fun.
Yeah.
Aside from that, yeah, it's been a fun day. Apart from the internet.
Well, I think we handled it quite well. So, yeah.
Conveniently timed.
But I do want to say, like, before we move on to the star of the show, I do think it's really interesting. Every time Cassius is like, I need to make sure no one knows about me, you know, no one knows too much. At the same time, it always feels like there's a bit of him who's always disappointed when no one knows that much about him, you know?
Yeah.
It's so weird because he's like, oh God, no one can know about me. No one can know things about me. Why does no one know about me?
Yeah.
Which I love. It's just such a nice little...
self-defeating.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
It's so contradictory and fun. It's a lovely little quirk that Cassius has. So, on to the Queen, Vandy, Tess. How you doing?
Honestly, I'm very happy we did that just scene with Mac because it helped with the come down from the scene I just had. So I'm actually very thankful for that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That was intense.
Yeah.
Doof.
I haven't had like a really emotional scene in like any RP that I've done in like a while. Like I want to say a few months. So that was kind of it was cool. There were a lot of different ways it could have gone, and I was thinking about it like as I was going.
Yeah. Same.
I can tell you for a fact if Tess's mom was at the garage, that would have gone very differently. If Mac had stayed in the car, that'd be really different. If Lamia was there, like just basically if she had run into pretty well anyone, it would have gone very differently.
The only reason I didn't have you roll a hunger frenzy for the guy who came into the office was because you were on 1 hunger.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
So like, because I don't feel like he was that annoying, but if you were hungry, I feel like you'd have just, when he was like, "Can I get you anything?" you would have just jumped him and
you're like, "Cool, yeah, I'll take you, thanks." Yeah.
Thoughts and feelings on the Winnie scene? You wanna touch that, or should we just?
Oh
go
man.
past it for now?
I feel like it was. I'll touch briefly on it. I feel like it was needed.
Yeah.
I feel like I know on Tess's end, she was like kind of wondering where Winnie had gone.
Yeah.
And like if she would ever get to kind of talk to him or see him again, because the most recent time she got to see him was in another dream.
And that was like a memory dream kind of.
Yeah. I wasn't even sure if that was, but like the only reason why she kind of like ripped through the like plastic or whatever like the barrier that he was pushing through is because she was hoping that it would be someone that would prevent her from doing something, like almost like a last hope.
Yeah.
Like, didn't see her mom, Mac didn't stay, fucking, Lamia wasn't there. She just sat there, she's like, you know what? Like, make it another one. And I just, like, yeah, so.
Yeah, I was...
Although Mac leaving her was not really, like, a big thing. But in her head, she's like,
Yeah.
everyone leaves me. Like,
It was one of those things where it's like, get out, go away. Oh, you're leaving me? What?
it's like, okay, bye. Like,
The only reason I did is I thought you were about to crash it into something because you're like, because I'm getting out
I
too.
was going to.
Yeah, so Mac's logic was like, well, she's going to crash this, so I better be out of the car too. If he thought you were going to the Oasis, he would not have got out.
Yeah.
Like, he was just thinking, well,
I was gonna crash it into the Oasis, but
Yeah, I just thought like.
Then I
you were gonna
rolled too
go
well.
off a bridge or
Fuck.
something,
Rolled too
but-
well. But that's how we got the
that scene.
scene and Winnie coming out and having a nice little chat.
Fucking Cass is gonna lose his goddamn mind when I get back. He's
It
gonna
was-
lose it.
Yeah, I think there may be a miscommunication there between Winnie and Cass.
Like a tiny, teensy tiny one,
And of
Maybe
course,
just Cass forgot about himself.
Maybe Cass just repressed his feelings so hard that it ended up making him feel worse in the end.
When it was like, oh god, when I was reading the sheet, I was looking here, and I could just see Josh in my periphery storm off, and I'm like, this is really distracting. This is really distracting.
no, it was good. It was good. And of
But
course,
all in all, it was all Josh landmines today,
it was
or
all-
mostly Josh landmines. Feels good.
And of course, there's the book at the end.
That book.
Full of goodies.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
Mm.
when Tess gets back,
It's
it's gonna be interesting next session.
Yeah.
Eh?
Josh is the new Vandy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how happy it makes me that I'm not stepping on my own landmines.
I mean, we had a pretty fucking intense emotional scene regardless. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Oh man, I'm gonna need like another burrito after that.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, so as I said, the snack shot's out on Wednesday. It's gonna be on YouTube, guys, not on Twitch because we're not doing a Q&A or anything this week. I'm working on a few ideas for like a roundup of the episodes we've had up until about now, probably like episode 12 or 13. I might do like a just general story roundup in 1 or 2 videos.
Oh, I just have one more thing to say. Actually,
yeah, go for it.
Can we just get like a whole bunch of emotes in chat for Sheepy? Because that was fucking amazing. That was some A+ GMing, okay? And like to be able to switch from emotional to the shenanigans that Mac does.
Oh god, I was so worried that I wouldn't be able
that.
to pull that off. I was like, okay, Kale.
So
What's up? Hey,
good.
how's it going? Yes, well,
Like Sheepy's brain probably looks like Caber and what's her name on the seesaw right now. Like Celine. Celine and Caber just on the seesaw, like switching back and forth. Goddamn. Big round of applause.
Thank you. So yes, moving past my embarrassment, YouTube. Links in the description for all of these lovely people. Go give them a follow, go give them a look. And we will be back with more snack shots and more episodes. Next week will be episode 12. So that'll be interesting. And we may want to talk about solo scenes for more snack shots, but don't expect them every week. Sometimes there just won't be things needed to be done. Although I think...
Yeah, when's that going to be?
Yeah,
We
well,
have lives, you guys.
What show are you watching?
Oh, fuck.
But yes, we'll see you next week.